We're publishing important new guidance on gambling. It sets new standards, raising the bar of acceptability for the kinds of claims and imagery that we see in gambling ads. The guidance focuses on the need for ads to be responsible, protecting all members of an audience. But importantly, we want advertisers to further minimise the risks to those with problem gambling-related issues. CAP and BCAP's current rules are tough. They're evidence-based and they focus on protecting under 18s and other vulnerable groups. The evidence doesn't suggest that advertising plays a causal or even a significant role in problem gambling-related harms. However, as a regulator, we want to remain vigilant. And that's why we've looked at the emerging academic evidence and identified a variety of new risk factors that we need to address. These are content, claims, and even broad themes which can encourage people to behave irresponsibly, or appeals that might unduly influence vulnerable groups, such as those with problem gambling-related issues. There are several important new provisions. The guidance will prohibit ads that create an inappropriate sense of urgency. For example, with the World Cup coming up this summer, we don't want to see ads just before the kick-off or at half-time that rush people into gambling with claims like Bet Now. We're also cracking down on ads that trivialise gambling. A good example of this is where an advertiser unduly encourages repetitive play. Ads should not give the impression that the decision to gamble is something that should be taken lightly. The guidance will also prevent undue emphasis being placed on money-related motives for gambling. It's extremely unlikely that people are going to be able to afford a yacht or a mansion from their gambling winnings, so marketers need to be careful about the messages they put across. We know from the evidence that money motives are often associated with a higher prevalence of problem gambling-related behaviour. Ultimately, the new guidance meets our commitment to the UK government as set out in their recent consultation on gaming machines and social responsibility measures. At CAP, we take our role in regulating gambling ads very seriously, and we want to continue playing our part in wider efforts to counter gambling-related harms. That's why, later this year, we'll be following up with more dedicated guidance, ensuring we're still getting it right in protecting children and young people from potential harms associated with gambling advertising. In the meantime, the ASA will be looking closely at gambling ads over the coming months to see that operators are getting it right and implementing the guidance we've published today appropriately.